Hi everyone, welcome to the next episode of Prasidee Podcast. Our guest today is an extraordinary woman entrepreneur who decided not to give up on her dreams for anything. Today, she's an accomplished dancer, a successful businesswoman, and a supportive co-founder. Let's speak to Jasveen Gulati, co-founder Urban Dance Center and Urban Sync Crew, to find out how she fought all the odds from convincing her family to pursue dance school as her career choice to establishing faith in her business model. Just tell us about yourself and Urban Dance Center.
Okay, so I am an entrepreneur running my dance school for past 4 years by the name of Urban Dance Center. See, I started 4 years back with an outlook that this is not business for me. This is just something which I'm very passionate about. Just going back, to my childhood days, I was 2 years old when I started dancing, on bhajans and kirtans. So my mom used to think, what is wrong with her? Whenever I play bhajan, she starts dancing and moving. What is wrong with her? And from that day, my parents were very sure that this is what is the line that she wants to get into, but we are not too sure because she can't even talk properly, but she's still dancing to the tunes. And then, gradually moving into schools, I got into competitions. I participated in a lot of competitions because I was passionate about it. Then moving on into, then I was in 5th, I participated in Boogie Boogie. There was the Sony Channel production. And I was the 3rd contestant, basically. I got a consolation for that. Now realizing the fact that I'm so proud of what I've done, in my childhood also. And moving into that, the journey was till 12. I never left dancing because I was in school. The moment I stepped out of school, I knew that I might not be able to hold on to dancing for that long. I have to choose my career. I have to think about my future. Then also I was not ready to leave. So I joined dance classes just to continue with my passion, not to leave it at all. Gradually, yes, I scored well in my college also. Then I got into my MBA. That was the time. MBA was the time when my parents wanted, okay, now choose your career. You better decide what you want to do. And because ultimately the mindset for my parents was that probably this will not give you money. This will not earn you a life, in coming years. You have to think about it. I took a decision. I joined a dance company as a marketing executive. Moving on to, after 3-4 years, I was the marketing head for that company. When you're not happy with what you're doing, you get that thing, click. No, it's not going to work. You're getting paid well, you're doing well, but this is not what you're satisfaction. It's not satisfaction for you. What you're supposed to do. If you have that thing in mind, drop it. Money will follow. Money will come. That's what I used to tell my parents. Please don't push me for money because right now I want to be very passionate on what I want to do in life. Left my job. My partner, Sahaj, I started working with him. We were friends before. Just a call and everything changed in my life. Now here I'm sitting as a co-founder of Urban Dance Center, managing almost everything because since it's a startup, so yes, we don't have a big team, but whatever we are doing today, I'm proud of.
That's wonderful. So just tell us about your role in UDC as its co-founder and what are you focused at?
Okay, so as I mentioned, since it's a startup, so we don't have a big team size. So I manage almost everything under the roof, which is taking care of the marketing, taking care of the operations, taking care of the administrative work, taking care of costumes, taking care of student database, so everything, name it, and I probably have to do it, and I love doing it also. Yes, but my focus is always business development for my team. I need to generate business so that we can run for a really long time. We need to build up business. We need to build a strong team. We need to build up an office. Right now it's too early, but we need to have a office set up. Everything. So keeping a 5 years plan in mind, yes, I need to focus on business development as my priority.
Alright, so we all know that there are ample dance schools and dance teachers, in big cities like Delhi and Mumbai. So how is UDC different according to you? As in, what was your vision when you were starting off with UDC?
Yes, so we never wanted to do anything which was very mediocre. We were very sure that every block, every colony, I would say every area has one small setup of dance school which is running, which can generate business for that one particular area. But that was not the idea. We were very sure that we want to make it big in the market. How we approach, starting from the website contents, how to design it, designing our jerseys, designing our t-shirts was very, have to be very classy. We were defining ourselves as unique and classy dance school and not something which is readily available in every locality. How we differentiate ourselves in terms of styles that we teach, how we differentiate ourselves, how we present our dancers are standing, the way they communicate. That is the differentiation part that we had to bring in. So when we were talking about it, we were very sure that it's not something which we have seen. It has to be much more bigger.
So, what innovative did you do to make it a success, and how is it different from, if I may say, Shamak Davas and Terence Lewis's of the industry?
Terence and Shamak have been in the industry for past 26 years, 28
Absolutely.
years, and we really respect what they've done, what they've achieved. We look up to them because ultimately, even if there's competition, we know how much it is, how much it takes to be in that position. So definitely we've taken a lot, but yes, we have our own unique concepts and designs. We have designed a lot of workshops for students who think, this is not just related to dance, but yes, this is what they're doing. So we have done the unexpected workshop, we have done trailer workshop, we have done a lot of other workshops which students really were not thinking, oh, can it be related to dance also? Yes, it can. Please come and join UDC for that. That we have come up with something which always that the student would want, something new. We also keep on coming up with some twisted workshop, with some feel to it. So recently we launched Urban Sync Crew, which was a fusion of amalgamation of hip hop and bhangra. So no one was expecting. This is the first time in India that has been launched. So we put in Dance Plus 2 reality show for that. We're talking about international style, fusing with bhangra. That's all that makes us different.
So you do a lot of fusions just to give a different feel to it.
Yes, because I think for past 26 years, people have been dancing to almost same sort of, feel and same sort of style. So there has to be one point which you feel now it's different. I can sense it.
So what advice do you offer to other young people, other young dancers, let's say in smaller cities, if they want to start something of their own like you have done? So what advice do you have for them? Now that you have lived that phase and you have come out of it, what would you tell them?
See, the first and foremost thing I would say that never stop learning. Because this is something, as a profession, I would say this is something where you will, till 40, 50, whenever you want to dance, there is no end to learning. That's how we talk about education also. When I'm talking about dancing, because every single day, a new artist will come and teach you something which you're not aware of. A style, probably international style, which has come here, you're not aware of. So I would say, even if you start teaching, don't stop learning. There is no end to it. So don't stop your growth. Keep on learning. Keep on thinking. You should achieve. Every phase should be like, this is what I've achieved today. Next day, something else will come up. That's how it should be.
That's great. So you have an impressive setup, Jasveen, here for UDC, and UDC is doing commendable work. I keep on following your social media pages. So did you start up with an investor, or you and Sahaj used your own savings for this thing?
Yes. So we had no investor. I just called him up. I said, I'm looking for something very different. And we met the other day. Next day only we decided, let's meet and discuss about it. Company registration cost was 5,000 rupees. Okay, we'll pull in money. Rental, there's X amount. We'll pull in money. Our parents luckily supported. They were like, you take it from us right now. We manage our expenses somehow. We are from very middle class families. We don't have excess of finances with us. We were like, okay, we'll manage. Once we have that money, we'll give it back to you. That was the commitment, and we stood up to it. We said, yes, the money is here. Please take it back. Thank you so much for your support. But it was all by ourselves. Like, we managed our expenses like that. I've seen people investing in a project which is very different, unique in its own self. When they think about dance school, because they have seen 100 others, they think, okay, why should we invest in your business? I don't think so. It's going to give you anything more than normal 20 students, 50 students, more than that, nothing. But I need to tell people that, even this is a business setup. This is something which we are putting our blood into it, our sweat into it, our faith into it, our passion into it. How look at least set up and then decide whether it's worth it or not. They just think it's a dance school. They will have 20 kids up and running, but what is something that
you have a legitimate business model over here that you are building?
Yes, we have a model. We need to understand the model and then probably question us that, okay, now you tell why we should invest. But listen to us first. But yes, still now no investor. We have been doing pretty well. It's been 4 years, and hopefully we'll not need.
That's absolutely that's great. Okay, so let's just move on a bit and, let's talk about, did you ever think that things might not work according to your plans, or it had happened with you that you think that, this is not what I had thought and this is not what I had in my mind and things are not going my way? How did you deal with that fear of failure?
I think fear of failure is the only thing that keeps us going these days. So, yeah, honestly, there was a time in our, this period when we thought that probably, this will not give us what we are really looking for. Ultimately, passion. Yes, we are following our passion. That's why we are here. But there is, some necessities of life. If you can't meet that, then there is some hitch you will think it. But when you have your willpower, when you have that fear of failure only going, make you think that, no, don't quit. this is what will take you ahead. That feeling that be positive. Be positive of what you're doing. Leave something to God because you have faith in Him. And probably half of the people don't believe in me because they think that I'm a fool thinking about it. But I have this very strong faith and I have a very strong belief. Think positive. You will have your path sorted. Think negative and you are just attracting negativity and probably things will just turn around. Even if you fail once, twice, at least you're trying. At least you're coming out of the coconut shell that, okay, you can do something. Otherwise, I would have been doing 9 to 5 job thinking that, okay, this is much I'm getting, I'm happy about it.
That's great. Alright, so let's talk a bit about your family. In my earlier discussion with you, you have mentioned that your husband is extremely supportive and he is 100% supportive of what you are doing. Tell us about your father or say let's parents. What was their initial reaction?
My father, initially, he was not supportive about the entire thing. He was like, we will not, as I told you, like in Western Point, I'm telling my father also that he was like, he will not get anything in return because probably it is just, in his mind, it was just a dance school. I'll be running with about 20, 30 kids. And he was like, no, it's not going to work. I said, Papa, believe. Once in life, just believe that this will work. Trust. And that was the moment when he decided, okay, what's the amount that you're looking for initial investment? I said, X amount. He said, okay, I'm giving it to you. Take your time. But if it doesn't work, come back to your normal life and start doing 9 to 5 job. I was like, okay, let's give it a try. And then when we saw the first, we did LDM awards in Punjab, we did PTC Film Awards, Music Award, and that too in just, I think, 7 months of our inception. It was like, this is amazing. I wasn't even expecting this to happen. And you were on screen. I can see you like that time I used to dance. So I was so happy to see you on TV. I said, that's what I was telling you. Probably my 9 to 5 job would have not given you that much of happiness. And now I can see your teary eyes telling me that how much proud you feel. And plus he keeps on calling relatives, okay, Jasveen, the show aane wala hai. That's what he's so happy about. I said, probably I wouldn't have given you that big package, would have given you this much of happiness. So yes, after that, once I got married, my husband was very supportive, and my father also then started with his this thing. But for people who are not married, I want to tell them that just for once become rebellious. Your parents will not like it. Your parents will just say you don't respect your family and all. But that one decision will take you somewhere, and that somewhere they will be happy later. I just want people to try.
Thanks for watching this episode of Prasidee Podcast. Wait until next week to know more about Jasveen. Get to know more about her life, how she manages her work and home both, and what changed in her life because of this journey called entrepreneurship. Please find all the details of this interview in the description and the podcast show notes. If you like it, please don't forget to hit the red subscribe button below, give it a thumbs up, and share it with your friends and family. For latest updates, please follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.